Sesame Street's doing a Cinderella story. I'm sorry, I had to do my own type of variation of the Sesame Street theme song. And yes, it's the media guy here. And if that didn't give it away, today I'm here to share my thoughts on Sesame Street's CinderElmo. Which, yeah, you can obviously tell that this is going to be a Sesame Street version of the classic fairy tale Cinderella. Which I assume most of you know the Disney version better. But this is Sesame Street doing their own version of the story called CinderElmo. And yes, it does have Elmo as the lead role. Now, some of you might have heard of this, but just in case you guys don't know much about this special, even though I wouldn't blame you, Sesame Street brings this classic fairy tale to life through the eyes of your favorite 3-year-old Elmo. All of your favorite Sesame Street Muppets and some very special guests join CinderElmo as he goes to the ball of the beautiful princess with the help of his fairy godperson. Look for the twist in the ending of this timeless tale that will delight your entire family. So basically, in a nutshell, it's kind of like a retelling of the classic Cinderella story, but with some of our favorite Sesame Street Muppet characters like Elmo, Zoe, Big Bird, Grover, Count, and many more. Now, what do I think about this special? It's actually a pretty harmless special. And sure, even though the special is only 50 minutes long, as it says here on the VHS tape, they actually did their best to do their own type of variation of the classic Cinderella story, but with Muppet characters. And that's fine by me. And it actually tries its best to stay very true to the original Cinderella story. Even though I assume that most of you are still familiar with the Disney version the most. And that's fine by me. But I mostly grew up with this one. Yes, I do remember watching it a few times, even before I started my YouTube channel. The characters are great, especially Elmo. The story is quite nice. The special effects are quite groundbreaking, even for a made-for-TV special. And some of the songs are pretty cool, especially Everybody's Doing This Dance. Step to the right, shake, shake, shake. Step to the left, shake, shake, shake. Jump up and down, turn around. Everybody's doing this, everybody's doing this, everybody's doing this dance. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist singing some of that song. Now, I think the Muppets in general are no stranger to do their own version of classic stories that we all grew up watching or being familiar with for years. I already watched the Muppets Christmas Carol back in December and shared my thoughts on it, which I assume that you guys already knew. And the Muppets even did their own version of Treasure Island. But for CinderElmo, it is a nice fairy tale for everyone, for all ages, even for little kids. And if you couldn't find a VHS or DVD copy of this special, well, don't worry. You can still try your best to find this on VHS and DVD at a random thrift store, Walmart, Target, or on Amazon, Or better yet, I think the full special is available to watch on YouTube. The full special. And if not, then I assume that you guys could just find clips of this movie or watch the behind the scenes feature. Either way, either one of those would help you be familiar with CinderElmo. And I honestly thought that the stepmother was gonna be a little bit horrible to CinderElmo, but I guess she's like your typical high school bully. And I do like the idea of having Baby Bear and Telly play Elmo's stepbrothers. And it's funny how they weren't being too mean to Elmo at times. Yeah, there were times where Telly and Baby Bear were a little bit actually do care about CinderElmo. Even if this is just a play, and this is just the Sesame Street characters doing their own version of Cinderella. That's one of the things I like. Another thing I like about this special is Kermit the Frog doing his own reporter gig, announcing the event of the princess finding a husband, or he'll lose the kingdom. That was a nice cameo by Kermit the Frog, and it makes sense considering how he's half Muppet, half Sesame Street character. Heck, he already appeared in Sesame Street's 50th anniversary just 5 years earlier. No, wait. 6 years earlier. So yeah, CinderElmo is still a great TV special. And I'm sure you guys can still try your best to find this special on YouTube. Oh yeah, before I go, I wasn't too familiar with the human cast, except for French Stewart. I am familiar with his role I am familiar with him, since he was in Inspector Gadget 2, he was in the 4th Home Alone movie, and Nickelodeon's Clock Stoppers the movie. Well, yes, the Nostalgia Critic did do a review of Home Alone 4 and Clock Stoppers, which still have French Stewart in it. So he's the only actor I knew from this special. So yes, CinderElmo is a great TV special, and a nice variation of the whole Cinderella story. So if you guys haven't seen this yet, go right ahead. And I'll give this special 5 Sesame Street signs out of 5. Yeah, that does seem reasonable. And if you're not like a fan of this special, then that's okay. I'm not gonna make a big fuss about it, since I assume some of you may not like it that much, and that's alright. So make sure you guys have a great day. Yeah, make sure you have a nice sunny day, sweeping them clouds away. That's the second time I tried to sing the Sesame Street theme song in this review. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.